Okay, I just recorded this game, but with my microphone muted, so I actually have to record it again, and it's kind of pain. Okay, guys. Anyway, welcome to another TF only video. I hope you guys will enjoy this one. I'd like to first share a couple of things before the game starts. During January, I had a really bad month. I had my exam coming up. My dog passed away, which I mentioned in one of my videos, and she meant the world to me. So I didn't really play for 3 weeks. I was really demotivated. I tried to focus on other things. And now that I've gotten back to League, these past 3 days, including today, have been some of the most frustrating days I've been playing League since ever. And I want to show you how really truly disgusting NA is at like D4 MMR, because these games have been so unplayable for me for 3 to 4 days, and I've shown no progress because I've done 60 games in 4 days, 60 games if not more. I think maybe even 65 at this point, and I failed my diamond promo. I even demoted, and I've climbed back. I need to like just play, get out, get back to challenger, because these games, there's something else. And hopefully this game I will show you why. So I'm gonna mention more on that once I recall and do other things, but for now, since they're playing Gragas Yasuo, my game plan is to farm safely, which is really poorly highlighted based on the trade I just took. And that trade is, I honestly, me being really bored that I misplay the level 1 and level 2 trade and allow myself to get poked like this because I I've been just losing way too much. Like my mind is really bored at this point after 65 games in 4 days. And coming into this game, I'm I was just thinking I'm just gonna farm up, see what happens, right? Clean clean mind, new game, see what happens because I've been just so demotivated these past few games after playing 65 games. So my plan here is to safely farm, see what's what, and see what's happening. So here my bot lane and jungler, I'm thinking when I'm watching the minimap, nice, maybe they get a double kill, but what ends up happening is they trade 1 for 1 because our bot lane refused to step forward, and it's kind of fine. Might suck more for Karthus, at least none of his camps are up, and I just try to keep the wave where it's at right now and see what happens. Here the Yasuo fucked up and took a tower shot, so I hold my W and I stun him because he's trying to dash towards it. Here I know that I can kill him if I just play it smart. He lines himself really poorly here, so I hit the easy Q and get the kill. Right now I'm thinking, okay, I need to crush this wave out because I want the large wave, and I'm hoping Gragas is somewhere else on the map. And I'm about to hit level 5, so my health pool doesn't look too bad. Also, my team is doing something on top lane, which might attract the jungler top side. Now I'm thinking, okay, Yasuo is back in a few seconds, maybe I can get 2 Qs off and I can shred this wave, which makes it harder for him to freeze it. So I'm trying to cut the wave here. I kinda missed the one ranged in the back, and then I'm safely recalling. Now here, because I just played this game and because I just recorded it with a muted mic, again, I'm gonna buy Seekers and Darkseal because I'm feeling I just need to be safe. I just got a kill. I'm content with that. I know Gragas and Yasuo can burst me, and I just want the Seekers stacked so Yasuo can essentially do almost to no damage. Well, he can do some, but you know, low amounts of damage because it's a really nice item to play against him. So coming up, which I want to mention is I'm just gonna keep the lane safe because I have my sums down. I have my ult coming up to see if my team wants to do something, and I'm sitting in a really sweet spot right now. I notice the ping, and then I just want he's shoving the wave. I can just wait. Unfortunately, my top lane, which I wanna now comment, cause you're just gonna see me play safe for a while, is my teams lately for the 60 games have been super disgusting. Every game or every other game, my jungler has died to my mid lane. I've been solo killing consistently every game and losing. No matter what I do, it seems it's a flip, and it's really frustrating. Here, I didn't really bother with my team because my team was inting hard, and I just didn't care to even look if I could ult. I remember their bot lane being healthy, and then the Karthus sat on a ward and he gets ganked by Gragas and Yasuo because I actually told them that they were going for bot, but my bot lane were fighting as a duo instead of scaling on Seraphine Senna. Because they're like, guys, we're abusing Seraphine in champ select. Let us scale. Okay, so I noticed the Blitz walking towards the dragon, so I knew I could shove out the wave. The only one that should show up here is Yasuo. So hopefully I crash this wave in time, and I do, and the Yasuo hasn't shown up to get the wave. The Karthus here is flaming me and saying they are on low HP, but looking at the replay, they're not low HP. I'm not listening to you. You're 1-3, buddy. My entire team has inted. This has been my past 65 games for the last 4 days. The only consistent is usually my top lane, but considering he's down half his farm, he's 0-2, my jungler is 1-3, and he's gonna int me later mid, spoiler, and my bot lane, duo, is also gonna int. And it's just been one frosting game after another, and I've been just trying to go in with a Tyler 1 fresh mental and just grind. Grind, grind, grind. And honestly, I've never lost so many games in my life in Pislow. So hopefully we can get out and we can enjoy some higher quality games together, right? So again, I'm playing safe. The Yasuo took a poor Q here, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can kill him if he goes in. And he goes in again because it's stupid. I'm baiting him towards a tower shot. And now, as soon as he Qs, I know I can kill him with my R and I will kill him here. The one mistake end up, I don't watch Gragas where he's at, and I have too low mana to actually shove this wave. So the correct call would be to actually back here and let the wave just hit each other naturally because it's been reset. But instead of me being smart about it, I'm kinda pissed my entire team is inting just like they have the past few days, and I'm thinking I want the XP, I want the gold, I don't care if I'm getting ganked. So I'm kind of joining the inting mentality there on that death. So that's 100% on me. That one I can admit. Here again, the bot lane is getting caught. Now that I'm looking at minimap, and they keep on fighting, they keep on inting. The Garen died again. At least Karthus got a kill. I solo kill for a second time the Yasuo, so I think I'm in a good spot, but I'm a bit terribly annoyed because honestly I feel like we already lost the game. I wasn't sure if I could carry this game at this point, right? Despite me doing well. I'm just frustrated someone as bad as this Yasuo maybe gets to win. But then again, he's playing against someone who's picked Challenger on his region with 140 ping. Maybe I shouldn't be too pissed on the guy, right? Because it's expected that I should outperform him. So here I'm looking to roam bot and help the Karthus in case the Blitz tries to run the other way, and Karthus ends up getting the kill, which is good. And from being 1-3, at least the Karthus has recovered now, because he has a lot of farm and he has kills and it's a nice scaling champion. And after all, our team comp isn't that bad. So again, I'm thinking, this Yasuo, he's constantly shoving into me, and he's died twice. He's just giving me the most free lane I could ask for. So right now, I'm trying to side the Q, which was really bad. And then I'm watching and I'm thinking, wait, what the fuck is this guy doing here? Like, please get out of my lane. Instead, she walks towards the Gragas. So here I'm thinking, like, fuck my Senna, right? So, but I'm calm here. I hold on. And I'm thinking, okay, I can kill the Yasuo here. He doesn't have enough damage and I can actually get a nice kill on him if I'm calm and I wait for my flash. I dodge out his Q, and then I get my W off, and he will lack just barely damage to kill me. That's what my mind is like translating in that moment. So, despite Senna inting, it ended up working for me because I outplayed the dive, and I had Seekers to survive the dive. So the item actually saved my life. Here, my Seraphine got caught. It's kinda our bot lane's pattern, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not healing fully, I'm just sprinting bot because I got my R back, and I'm thinking I can get a free kill, and I do exactly that, and we managed to get Blitz. So I'm here sitting at 4-1, uh, relative to perfect CS, because I have really high CS, and I'm in a really good spot right now. So as long as my team stops inting and they don't int me, maybe we can win this game, you know? Like, it's 9 and 12, it's not as bad as it was before. Here, I don't know why my Karthus is here, honestly. Like, it's the same thing with Seraphine. He gets caught, and it forces me to help the guy, which ends up being really bad. I try to here get the Yasuo, I don't, and then I end up dying. So I'm like, please, just stop, int me. Please, just one game, don't int me, right? Because right now the Seraphine inted, but that was 1-for-1. Now the Karthus inted, but it was a 1-for-2, and at least he got the kill. And it's gonna cost us Infernal because the Karthus somehow wants to play off the only guy that's winning and playing it safely, waiting for his flash and R, right? Because that's my game plan. The Yasuo hasn't played well. They have not shown tendency to want to shut me down. They focused all their resources top and bottom. I'm free to do whatever I want. Just don't int me. I beat the Yasuo. Maybe I can carry when our comp becomes a bit better with the double sustain. The Karthus being really strong once he gets his Zonia because they're running 4 melee champs and none of them are really too tanky. And the Garen might be useful because it's Garen against no tanks, right? Maybe he can absorb some damage and my team can sustain him. So I'm there sitting thinking we just need to play this safe, right? Because I'm still in a good spot as long as no one comes and ints me again. But my bot lane, they don't listen. I told them they're for bot lane again, and they get caught. They get caught again. They just wanna keep fighting as a duo, despite saying, "Guys, we pick Seraphine, Senna. It's winnable. We're scaling." How are you scaling if you keep on fighting? This is the trend all my teams are doing in low diamond, MMR, and NA. Every game has been so frustrating for the past 4 days. The junglers are inting me every other game. The top lane is somewhat consistent, and out of like 65 games or something, I swear I've had less than 10 winning bot lanes. I think maybe about 5 to 6 winning bot lanes in 60 games. And that's kind of crazy. Where they just win naturally. I don't help them, jungler doesn't help them, or they outplay 3v2 or something. They're just winning, right? Or they're playing well. And I actually lost 2 of those games. So you can imagine how I'm feeling when I see I have another 1-7 bot lane. So here I'm thinking we can catch them because they're overextended and they're greeding for the tower. And this is the beauty with low elo and NA. They have terrible macro. Okay? Shh, don't tell anyone. Actually, just watch Worlds, you will know. And Blitz, he is doing something randomly too, so we get 2 kills. So I'm sitting in a sweet spot. I want most of this farm because I don't want my Seraphine to have it, she's going support anyway. And they're letting me actually get the cannon, which is fine. So here I'm thinking I just need to know where Gragas is. And then I'm running towards Lucian to zone him out because Gragas just used E. And then we get the wave, we get the Herald. And somehow my team wants to crush in the wave for the next. They keep wanting to make these greedy calls, which is not beneficial to the game whatsoever. Because we just managed to recover, but they keep on fighting, keep on trading, keep on fighting, keep on trading. And it's just such a disgusting trend on the NA with their macro and what they're doing. Because it honestly feels like they never want to win. They never want to listen either to the player who's playing best on the team. And right now, the Camille is playing okay. The Gragas and Lucian are the ones we need to shut down, and the one most consistent player on the team is me. Which I should be because I picked higher than these people fucking combined, right? But as long as we can maybe now get out some vision, slow down the game, it's still 14-8-18. Karthus managed to recover. He's really strong versus their team. Garen is gonna be useful against their team to soak up damage. And as long as no one gets horribly caught or we cluster together, we're fine. And considering how they have played on the enemy team is they haven't focused me. The only reason I've died was because of the one greedy call and then because of the Karthus. Here I thought maybe I could have blocked Lucian R, but looking at the replay, it was the correct call because the Gragas Q would have killed him because Gragas is fed, plus the Gragas had smite. But we end up getting another kill and we just keep on trading, keep on going back and forth, and I try to keep my lead and be consistent. And I'm going Luden's Echo here because they haven't shown too much willingness to actually gank me on mid. Yasuo has been playing really bad too, and they've only poured their resources top and bottom. So as long as we play consistent and I can just poke them and get this high magic pen, I can actually burst the enemy team comp and play safely in the backline. So that's my game plan and what I've been kept going throughout the game. Playing safe, play around my flags, play around my ult, just farm up, try to remain calm despite having a full inting team, and see how we scale and see what we do. The Garen ends up getting caught prior to Dragon. I managed to stun the Yasuo, but then Camille immediately has E and stuns me. Here I should hold my W, but I end up inting, which cost me a lot of health, which is really fucking bad. I'm thinking here maybe I can go in, but I end up taking the Gragas. I I forgot how fed Gragas was, and I didn't think, like, I was thinking maybe his R kills me, maybe not. Maybe the Seraphine heals me or the Senna heals me, and Gragas maybe ults poorly. So I was thinking about all these factors that maybe we can turn it around and not lose the third dragon here, and try and turn it. Because the Garen just inted and it kinda looked semi-fine until we overchased a bit and me disregarding Gragas being fed and then eating that R. So that was definitely a second mistake by me, and it could also have been prevented had I not been inting with my W on Camille and taking at least like 20% additional damage. But I still think we would have lost that even if I lived, because I would have just been blasted away by Gragas and then left, right? So, but that death was avoidable because of two factors. One, I should have eaten that, and first most, I should have held my card. Here I kinda look at Camille tendencies, so I kinda feel that she wants to dive and she wants to ward, and that's exactly what she does. Because when you have played and smurfed for so long, you kinda can, you can sniff these people. You can sniff their inting, or at least I can, based on their movements and tendencies. So here I'm thinking, okay, let's get the tower. Maybe we can get two towers depending on how many people are showing mid. But then I noticed that the Herald is alive. We should retreat to the Herald and take it because we're at best we're at 4v4 with them having the Camel. And we have no vision. But then I see my team getting caught and they're fighting, but somehow they ended up getting the Gragas, which is really good for us, and they keep on fighting. So I think where's Blitz, and somehow he's behind. So I stun him here, I notice the Yasuo, I fake one, I fake twice, and then he kinda like tilt Qs or some shit. We killed the Camille quickly. I noticed the Lucian is too far in the back. Now I'm watching the Lucian, so I'm like, wait, why can't I move? Apparently the Yasuo wanted to engage there, because I was watching the Karthus since I really want to shut down the Lucian here, and I managed to, and I get the 900 gold. Then Karthus finishes up with his R, we get the ace, and the game looks good from here on, despite them being on soul point, because the Gragas inted his shutdown, We managed to shut down the Lucian, I managed to get it, and I'm the one playing consistent, and I have full damage item, I can burst them, and from here on out the game kinda feels really good. Our comp is coming alive, the Garen has slowed down on his inting, the bot lane has slowed down on their inting, however they kinda stay here despite me pinging them, which is really bad. I really hate my team for it. They go for a pick here, which is essentially not worth, and they end up getting caught. So the Senna ends up dying. The Seraphine, she managed to stay alive, but she's so she's not staying for the potential Baron. My Karthus, for some reason, I'm pinging and telling them that they're gonna go Baron, but they won't listen. So the Karthus goes and clears his red. He could have been here earlier, right? Because again, they're really squishy. I can poke them out with Lud, and the only thing we need to be careful is Blitzcrank Hook and Camille engage. So here, look at my movement. I can't go past this bush because I know they're ranged. For some reason, the Garen though, however, decides to engage and suicide, so he actually didn't slow down on his inting. And the Camille goes in, and I want to bait her because I have Karthus behind me, and we manage to squeeze in a kill. Here then, we see that the Yasuo is going in, I'm holding my W, I'm waiting to see if she dashes onto Seraphine, then I toss it. We get the stun, we get the Yasuo. The Gragas fucks up and he's onto me, so I'm like, maybe we can get Gragas too, I have my R, I can definitely kill him. For some reason he goes back in, and then I'm thinking, wait, where's Lucian, can I get him too? But then my W times out exactly when it happens, and I can't get him, because I was thinking, if we stun him there, maybe Seraphine gets in time because I saw her moving up, maybe we get the stun and maybe we get more kills. But it's not too bad, they only have Lucian with the Baron, and we got a shit ton of kills. And I'm still really fed. So right now I want to get Void Staff because it will deal more damage, it will be cheaper, so I'm going Tome instead. And melee champs, they typically get a bit more MR than ranged and HP. Not all of them, but some do. So Void Staff is gonna do a lot more compared to Rabadon. And I'm really fed, so I don't really need Rabadon. I just need to have my pen and almost hit them for purely true damage because of how much accumulative magic pen I have. So that's my plan going forward. Here the enemy team, they're zoning themselves really poorly. I try to watch for the hook, the Gragas misses R. We get a nice squeeze burst on them, the Camille ends 1-for-1 onto our like most useless member. The Blitzcrank aligns himself poorly and we get another kill. So here we get to prevent the dragon on them and we get to kill them, which is really good. And now we can look to crush in mid because Lucian won't be able to clear it alone, and we can get the T2 and then reset. So I'm in a really good spot right now, and I'm glad we've managed to turn around the game and it actually feels winnable at this point because we have kind of outscaled them, and based on how they're performing they haven't found any good engage onto our backline. They have only focused on Karthus, and Karthus has been like gladly traded himself and then just ult and killed them all with me. And the Garen has been focused, which is kinda bizarre because he's kinda useless, so they're wasting their resources in fights. I zone out the Lucian with my W there, so he's not going on to the Karthus after his stopwatch, and somehow the Camille cleans up our bot lane. That's still relatively weak, and I'm checking if the Lucian wants to go as well. But it ends up being fine. We end up getting more of the kills, and right now I'm sitting really close to Void Staff, and I decide to take blue buff because it's more useful on me, especially if Karthus is gonna trade himself, and that will give me enough gold to actually buy the Void Staff. And now we should just go top side to close the tower, since now objective is up and the enemy team has been playing really poorly with their engages, so we can capitalize on this game and hopefully get out and carry these people, because the Garen was down 0-3 half farm, the Karthus was 1-3, my bot lane was 1 in 7. The only consistency was me killing Yasuo 3 times and just try to be calm, even though I admit I might have typed a bit that they're bad, but I've been pissed since I've been playing 60 games and every game has looked the same. We managed to catch Camille here, which is really good. And it doesn't matter if she deals some damage because we can just heal it back up. And now we have another free siege, so we should be looking to get our second inhibitor. However, the enemy team, they kinda like try to get the Karthus, which end up biting them. And the Lucian poorly missteps here, so we managed to get a nice chase on them with me and Garen. And I noticed that I can flash here and kill the Lucian. He fucks up his QSS, and then I'm just waiting and I get to finish this guy too. And from here on it looks like we can safely close out the game. The enemy team kinda fucked up again, which have been their tendency over and over. And we managed to carry this one. I think it was like literally 1v9 to show consistency and how to carry this game. So yeah, I've actually recorded this game now twice. Once by my microphone being muted, which was a mistake, and then I recorded it as soon as I finished playing. So I've now spent over an hour watching the same game twice because I failed to record it with microphone. But my thoughts is I wanted to let you guys know why I haven't really uploaded or streamed as much, because January really sucked for me. I was demotivated, and then during February, these past 4 days, playing like 65 games. I played 22 games the first day. The second day I played like 19, and I've honestly never been this disgusted with how people play. And considering how North America works, D3 to Plat 1 MMR is harder than Challenger, because I've been Challenger on NA. It's less suffocating. I just need to grind past these teams, because I've been like flipped so much, and the teams keep on inting bot lane. I like barely had any winning bot lanes. In 60 games I maybe had like 6, so like a 10% ratio. Top lane has been okay. Jungler has almost inted me every other game. They have managed to die to my mid laner. I think like the worst was me playing on a 6 loss streak. 4 of the games my jungler gave first blood to my mid laner and I got flamed for going even mid. So I didn't die, I went even despite the jungler inted and I get flamed. It's just been really mental ride so far, but hopefully I can grind back, and I wanted you guys to know what's been going on during January and February for me, and why I haven't streamed and played as much, because I've been trying to grind past this really shit region at the current MMR so we can enjoy higher quality games and ranked games together, because it was really fun recording in Season 9 playing against Jensen and other people in NA when I was Challenger, and hopefully we get back there and then we can upload and stream more regularly with both mic and cam and provide awesome gameplay on how to play TF and how to climb. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'm actually glad I had the mic on this time, so I don't need to record the third time. Okay, bye.